What's up, everybody? This is NSK, the podcast, a very special broadcast, coming to you live from the East Coast and the West Coast. My name is David Chang. I am your host as usual, and joining me is Kenneth, missing number 15, Oi.
Hey guys, my name's Kenneth Oy, aka Missing, or I am missing, but I'm actually here.
Oh, it never gets old though. It's great.
Yeah.
But tonight we're going to talk about your grand adventure in New York City to go see AKB48 perform for half an hour.
Yes.
Yes, that's pretty much what we're here to do. Yeah, so you want to just throw straight into it? You want to talk about getting there and everything?
Well, I think my Japan Day really starts the night before Japan Day because at first when they announced the event, I wasn't really that hyped because
Right.
it's only like it's really only 20 minutes and there's only six of them. Like as soon as I woke up to the news, and then I don't know if it was just because like I was half asleep, but it just didn't wow me at first, which
Mm-hmm.
is understandable. Everyone had more or less the same reaction. So, but it started hitting me like I would see them again. Like that's pretty big. I mean, I haven't seen them in 3 years.
You saw them at DC, right?
Yeah,
That
we
was the
we
last
both
time you
yeah
saw them?
yeah we saw them in DC three
Okay.
years ago.
Yeah,
It was
it's been a while actually. I mean, they haven't come back to the States to do a performance since then, right?
yeah. So like
Okay.
the way the Japanese news put it, it's like 6 years since the last time they came to New York City,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was in 2009 when they came to Webster Hall, and when it was still when it wasn't NYCC, it was New York Anime Con, I think. Or no, New York Anime Festival is what it was.
Oh, it got renamed or turned into New
Yeah,
York Comic Con?
it got turned into New York Comic Con. So it's mostly like more focused towards like uh US TV shows, like American comics.
Gotcha.
So as the days went by, I started like realizing like I would get to see them again. It's in New York City, so like that's an hour away from me. So like that
Mm-hmm.
was like incredibly convenient for me.
It was incredibly convenient or inconvenient?
Convenient.
Okay.
And
Because I know that
so
you kind of have to. I mean, you have to take like a bus to get out there.
yeah, I take a bus, which is like there's a bus stop like a 15-minute walk away from me. By car, it's like 3 minutes, like 2 minutes or 1 minute.
Mm. Okay.
And so I take that bus to go to the city. So that's convenient as well. So that's what I took to go to the city.
Okay.
So I don't know, like it just started like hitting me slowly that I would see them again. I
You're
guess
like,
most
yeah. When I remember when we first chatted about it, because you're like, Dave, are you gonna go to AKB in NYC? And I was like, I really want to, even though I know that it's $400 for a ticket for me to fly out there, and then I gotta stay the night at least, right?
yeah,
Um, and they're only performing for like 30 minutes, like, or that was the estimate because we saw their time slot,
yeah,
and it was kind of like, yeah, it's probably gonna be whatever. At the end of the day, I couldn't go. It was Mother's Day weekend after all, so it's kind of like not the best time for anyone to go to an event like this.
right.
So, but um, yeah, I remember you saying that like you weren't even sure if you wanted to go because a mix of like they're not particularly are I don't know are they particularly members that you really wanted to see? I mean, who were they again?
It was okay. So it was Nozawa Reina, it was Saho,
Iwatate
Oshimurioka,
Saho,
yeah,
Oshimorioka.
Kojima Haruna, Mutotomo, and Hillary. Hiratorina.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually a pretty good lineup. Now that I
Yeah,
think about it.
and like two of them speak English, so that was pretty cool as
Yeah,
well.
that's probably a good thing. So bringing their English speakers.
Yeah, I was thinking like, like why don't they also bring like Hamamatsu Ryona, because she speaks English as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the teammate from teammate
Oh,
member
yeah, yeah. No, she's too. No, she's under that Toyota
at
contract.
Toyota. Okay.
I don't know. But so yeah, like you weren't even sure if you wanted to come. Like it was a combination of like the members and like the short performance time and stuff like that, right?
Um, I mean, I would have still gone, I guess. I guess it was just more because it was Mother's Day. Because
Yeah.
I felt really bad because I just wanted, I guess I wanted to do something for Mother's Day. So
Did you
I
not do something for Mother's Day? Oh,
well, my
okay.
family like did a little like lunch thing at a restaurant nearby my house.
Okay. Yeah, because I celebrated Mother's Day on Saturday, so I mean I would have I guess like quote unquote would have been in the clear anyway, but it's just inconvenient when you don't know what your plans are going to be exactly. But okay, I mean that's another thing. Like the whole fact that Japan Day at Central Park was going to be held on Mother's Day seemed a little bit weird to me. But how was the turnout?
It was it was pretty good in general. I guess I would compare it to like if anyone has ever seen the Chigi Parade in New York City turnout, it was more like there's a lot of people who wanted to know what was going on. And while like the front section was mostly like obviously AKB48 fans. Also, if you've seen the picture I tweeted out, you can see like it seemed to like stretch out into the back and to the sides because there's like the stage and if they imagine like a T shape, like
Okay, I was gonna say a
yeah,
cone, but you're saying it's more like a T?
yeah,
Okay.
and then
Because
like
I thought it was kind of like narrow at the front where the stage was, and then like people just kind of congregated wherever they wanted to as you got farther back from the stage.
yeah. So and then like I mean I was in the front so I couldn't see, but that's what it seemed to look like when I took it with my GoPro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it seemed like. Right, so back to the night before, I got really hyped because I couldn't stop like repeating the mix
You
quiet,
freaking.
quietly to myself. I was like, Tiger, fire,
That's
cyber.
creepy. You're just in bed like whispering the mix. Is that what you're doing?
No, I was just like sitting in front of my computer, and I stayed up until like 4 a.m. because like I was just too excited, and then I got hungry, so that didn't help me like fall asleep. So I ate again, and I watched some like technical, like programming tutorial videos to help me go to sleep.
Wow.
And then, okay, so then Japan Day starts on Sunday. I
Yeah.
wake up at around 8, which is like the perfect time for me because I have to leave the house at 8:30 to walk to the bus stop, which picks us up at like 8:51.
How
Takes an
much
hour
sleep did you
to,
get?
so I got like I guess 4 hours of sleep.
All right, that's not too bad.
It's yeah, it's not too bad. Uh, so yeah, it's an hour, so I get there at around 9. I'm sorry, you get there around 10.
Okay.
So I got there around 10, and I was planning to meet up with another fan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Marco from SoCal asked me to look after him
Okay.
because he was coming from Boston to New York City, and he just wanted me to show him around and like be his guide.
Okay.
So his name is Marge. He's actually from the Philippines, and if you don't know him, he has been on an Indonesian show that this is the same show that Yokoyama Yui was on.
Is he the
And
dude who won that lottery?
yeah, it wasn't a lottery; it was more an auction.
An auction. Oh God. Okay, never mind.
So yeah, they were selling the shirt, and then he was among the crowd that like in the Indonesian show, and he bid like $250, the equivalent $250 for the shirt.
Damn.
But as a result, he got the shirt. He was able to get a picture with Yokoyama Yui and Melody, I think it was. So like that really worked out for him, and
That's cool.
He's a Yokoyama Yui fan. So that was like
Oshimen or just fat?
no. I'm sorry. Yeah, Oshiman. So like that totally
Ah,
worked out for him, and I
nice.
was to escort him throughout the city.
Okay, that's cool. So you met up, did you meet up with him first? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I was supposed to meet him at around 11, so at Penn Station, which is pretty close to where I get in the city at Port Authority. So it's like about like a 10-minute walk or so. So I just waited at Penn Station for him to come, and he came early, and then we said hi, like nice to meet you, and then we went shortly to Times Square because it was his first time in the U.S. in general, and more so
Oh
in New York
man.
City. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I have a schedule to keep. So like I want to get to the venue early so I can get like I can be in the front. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll probably come back to the US for work anyway. So I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, thank you. I'm like, sorry, thank you for understanding. But I at least got to show him Times Square and explained him like a bunch of stuff, like where the ball drops.
Nice.
Along the way, I also met up with another friend. His name is Maki. Who just
Oh
also
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you
who
were
just
just talking about Maki, right?
yeah, and who also just happens to be Filipino. As
Wait,
I,
why does that matter?
I don't know, this thing is no, because chat was just like more Filipinos.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, so chat's like, yeah, there's more Filipinos. So yeah, all
That's
three of
true.
us meet up at Times Square, and then we start walking to Central Park. So yeah, we go to Central Park. We get there, and then we just kind of wait in front where the at the venue. The
Hmm.
stage is called like the band shell.
The band shell.
Yeah, the band shell. Like I don't know how to explain the architecture, but it's like there's like a huge overarching like half of a dome on it,
A
and then there's
shell.
this, yeah like a shell, and with a like with a stage. And
Okay.
then there was a barricaded area. We kind of like went there because we heard that there were some people there already, so we're like, so we met up with some people like local fans in New York City. Some fans that came from other places like Canada.
Oh yeah.
So
Like Toronto and stuff.
yeah like Toronto. So we decided Marge wanted to like take a look at the tents that they had
Hmm.
because just taking every opportunity you can to see Central Park. So we walk around for a little bit, and we see the barricaded area where the performers were to like change and stuff. So we're like, wow, that must be like where the members should be, I guess.
Hmm.
It was funny because
It's like the trailer, but it's not.
yeah, like I don't know, like there's just tents. There's a barricade area with tents. I guess that's for the performers.
It looked like
Whatever.
in your photo, your like sneak photo of like the girls standing there. It looked like a
Uh,
treehouse.
yeah, well, that's not where they were standing by. That was where they were
Okay.
having an interview.
Oh, oh now okay, now I get it. Now I'm connecting the dots when it comes to certain pictures now.
Yeah, so like I think there's like something funny that happened. Like I don't know, there's this supposed to be like this one dude. He had like a huge like jersey shirt with like 40 on the back, and then Malky's just like, "Hey, look, that guy has like a 48 shirt." I'm like, "What? Where?" And I'm just like looking straight at me, but not at him. And he's like, "Wait, or you mean that like girl over there?" He's
Oh
like, "No,
God.
it's like right there." So I
Nice.
see it, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" Like there's some dude with some 48 shirt. It was also weird because he
It
was
was a
just
bright colored jersey, right?
yeah,
And it
it
was
was
like
a right it was
purple with stripes and it straight up said
yeah
AKB48 like stitched
yeah
on it.
yeah. It was
How did you
weird
miss
because like
that?
I don't know. I don't know, but it was weird because he was talking to like I guess the staff. He was talking to someone behind the barricade area. So I don't know where he was there for. I don't think I saw him again.
Oh, okay.
So we decided to go back to where we started to go back to the venue again, and just we just stood there. We were deciding what to do, and I guess like some of the crowd started coming in for like one act,
Mm-hmm.
and then once that act was over, people started like leaving the crowd. It's like, okay, I guess what's gonna happen is like someone's gonna perform, like a crowd comes in, and then like once the act is over, the crowd disperses.
Hey, just like an idol show
Yeah, right. So
or an idol festival.
yeah, so I'm thinking like, okay, all right, Maki, like once once these people leave, let's just otoge right here for practice or whatever, because we were both originally supposed to do like a flash mob style otoge, like just like in the middle of nowhere.
Did you guys like actually organize enough people to do Otage flash mob style?
No,
Or are
it
you
was just
hoping that people would know?
it was supposed to be just the two of us.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
no, like otoge with like the light sticks,
Okay.
not the Fujimoto Miki one.
Yeah, no, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, were you getting other people to do this, or
No,
it's
it
just the
was
two
just the
of you?
two of
Okay.
us because like no one else knows how to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, it was supposed to be the two of us. But then once once the crowd started dispersing the first time, I'm like, okay, we'll just wait after the second time. But once like another performer started coming and like more and more people started coming in, we realized we were like boxed into the front and we couldn't get
Yeah.
out. So like, okay, like this is it. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
wait here for like 3 hours. So yeah, we just like stood in the same spot for like 3 hours in the sun.
The things you do for idols.
Yeah, and then we watched a bunch of the other acts. I can't remember most of them off the top of my head, but the ones that were most impressionable were they did like an New York City type of obondori dance.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the dance they do at like obondori festivals, but instead of like on the stage, it was like actually part of the venue crowd that does it.
Mm.
Another one was there was this like magician slash comedian who it was pretty funny because he kept saying like, guys, don't worry, you're gonna see AKB later, so just hang on with me, okay?
Oh man.
And and like another one that was pretty cool is like this dude doing like mural, like this sort of like painting with a roller brush.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty cool. The first painting he did was of Mount Fuji, and the way he did it was pretty cool. Like he would just take a roller brush, took paint, and then like he would like paint several parts, and then at the end he would like dip it into the paint again, and then he would use the side of the brush to like swing it so that the drops would like form a certain thing.
Like a
Like,
pattern
yeah, like a
or like
pattern,
a form shape.
right? And I thought that was pretty cool. And then he turned around the canvas and he did New York like a nightscape of New York City.
Oh wow.
So I'm like yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But
Hey, right before AKB went on, wasn't it like what, Exile Professional Performance Gym or whatever?
yeah, I think that's what it was. To be honest, I wasn't really interested in most of the performers.
Well, yeah, okay, fine.
No,
I'm just saying. I was like, oh wait, was that because now that I actually looked it up though, it's straight up just a dance school. Um,
yeah, I was starting to wonder that because I had no previous knowledge of like who was performing,
hmm.
and then they started doing this one Exile song which I couldn't remember. I think it was Generation.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like it started like slowly dawning on me that they might be part of the Exile school in New York City. So like, oh, maybe that's them. But
Mm,
other than that, I didn't really know that much about them.
okay. Yeah, because
But
I didn't really
yeah.
expect like any of the actual Exile groups to come.
Uh-huh.
But it was like, oh, it's their school, so is that are they gonna have their Japanese students come over, or was it more like the New York students who are just like New York residents who train there, or like who learn to dance over there? I don't know.
I think the way they put it was like they said like, "Oh, we've been here for a year," but which didn't make sense to me because like they spoke like pretty good English, and I took that to mean like they've been here for a year. They came from Japan to come to that school
Oh, okay.
to do the dance, but I don't expect anyone to be good at English within like a year,
Hmm.
not normally. So it was like, really, it like
Unless
did
they're
you
like
really?
super actively learning it.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotcha.
but yeah, it was that was kind of like the main feeling. Like you could kind of tell like everyone there was there for AKB. So like they're trying to
Damn.
they're trying to do their best to like keep the attention of the audience
Hmm.
because
Goddamn
everyone
Woda, just
because
camping
like
that
yeah
shit.
because like the MC was like it's like guys I can't hear you. They're like, are you guys ready? She had to like do that twice like every time.
Oh, that's kind of, I don't know,
Yeah, and what's even worse is
depressing.
okay. Yeah, what's even worse is like like an act was about to go on, but someone spots the members in the higher level of the stage, like behind
Uh-huh.
the area behind the stage where I took the picture and put it on the New School Kaidan Twitter account, which says
Uh-huh.
we can see the members. Everyone just starts screaming their names.
Oh yeah, they would.
I was one of them too. Like
Oh yeah, you would.
I saw Ryoka. I just started screaming Ryoka, and she actually turned around. So like I'm just like yes, but at the
Nice.
same time I felt so bad because like I looked at then I started looking at the performance like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, if you're doing that while like an act was on stage, like, it's kind of shitty, but okay.
Well, like it was like in between turns and they're about to go on, but either way, it's still
Oh, okay.
like that
Just like,
they're not like gonna be focusing on
yeah,
us.
yeah, like they walk on the stage and people are cheering, like, oh yeah, oh they're no, they're cheering for AKB48. I can see them. Okay.
Yeah, and then like at the same time, everyone had their cameras like toward their direction, which was
Mm-hmm.
like which is like not at so it's not at the stage, but like in a diagonal, like
Yeah.
just like
Imagine
trying to
walking
take
on stage and
pictures.
then like every camera is pointed in a direction that's not focused on you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
I mean
and yeah.
that's understandable.
So yeah, like I tried to do my best with just reporting like what was going on.
Hmm.
At some point, my phone overheated.
Thank you for live tweeting like your experience, by the way. That was really neat. And I really like the did you have a an iFi card on you? Is that what you're using to transfer photos from your GoPro to
No,
your
it was pretty terrible because I haven't worked out how I was going to like sync photos from my GoPro to my camera.
Mm-hmm.
So what I literally had to do was connect it to my phone when I wanted to control it remotely
Mm-hmm.
because
At least you can do that.
yeah, but it's not as streamlined. It's like a very it's a very unwieldy process.
It's janky, right?
Yeah, because every time I connect it to my GoPro, the connection gets synced to my GoPro, but I lose data. So every time,
Oh, like
so
like your cellular antenna will turn off because it's only interfacing with
yeah,
the GoPro.
I don't know, I didn't understand.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
that's shitty.
I could transfer it, but as soon as I transferred it, I had to like turn off the GoPro app and turn off my Wi-Fi to make sure like I get data. Tweet it to the New School Countdown account. Reconnect it to the GoPro every time I had,
Oh my
and then
God.
like that cycle kept going on and on and on.
That's amazing. Thank you for doing that, by the way. I really liked. So I actually didn't sleep at all between Saturday to Sunday.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't even go to the event. But like in the morning, I was like working on something, and then I see you start tweeting like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be in Central Park at this time. Like, come meet up with me." I was like, "Oh, oh yeah, Japan Day." And then I actually watched as you as you tweeted out everything that happened, and I'm actually really glad that I was up that morning. Partially because I feel like I was really productive, but also because I got to like experience um,
Uh-huh.
Japan Day secondhand because of you guys.
Okay,
Did you
well,
meet him
I'm
with Milan, by the way?
yeah, I did. We did.
Okay,
We met up with Milan afterwards as well.
okay. Because you guys were, oh, you're on the left side though, and then he was like dead center or
Yeah,
something.
he was dead center. He
I
literally
heard
waited. He waited there for like 5 hours.
yeah, he like camped out like a dirty Woda to make sure he got the best spot.
I mean,
And
yeah,
that's
if you,
great because
yeah.
he doesn't even like he doesn't put himself out there as like, oh, I'm hardcore. No, it's just like I have opinions about 48 group, and then like he's just there, just
And
ready to see them.
he's just like hamming out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But sorry, what were you gonna say?
Um, I don't remember. Well, yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed it because at some point, I took a picture of the Ombondori dance, which is the
Hmm.
first one of the first things that happened. But I
Hmm.
was like, this isn't like either AKB or Idol related. Should I be really tweeting this?
That's fine.
Yeah,
It
and
is an event.
I was just like, whatever. I guess I'll just do pictures of it anyway,
Hmm.
which was pretty cool. So I'm
Yeah.
glad like people were able to see what was going on.
Yeah, I mean it's NSK at an event, might as well talk about all of it. It's not just about being a disgusting Oda. So so that was cool. I liked it. That was really neat.
Okay, so I guess we'll get to the part where like all the members come in.
Hmm.
So the members come in. They start off with Overture, which was pretty cool.
Hmm.
It was
I heard that
also
was really
funny.
hype.
Yeah, it was pretty hype. It was also pretty funny because like they started too early. So it's like AKB, and then they like just stop it because like they're not supposed to do it yet.
Oh God. uh,
Okay, and then yeah, so they start playing it. Members come on stage, and then the first thing to do is heavy rotation, which was pretty awesome. Except I thought we were going to do the mix. So as I start this, if you see the video of me, uh, at that part, I start doing it, but I stopped midway because everyone didn't do it, or the people around me didn't do it. I was like, wait, aren't we supposed to do this together? So I just ended up stopping midway.
what? Wait, so you're doing the mix to what exactly?
The heavy rotation.
Oh, to heavy rotation. Okay.
Yeah, like that one part in heavy rotation. Um,
That one part in heavy rotation. Uh, not the name call, right?
no. No, like Tiger, Fire, Cyber.
In the beginning?
Yeah, and well, yeah, in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the
So
only time you do it, right?
yeah, it
In
was
that
like
song? Yeah. Yeah,
I think
Jopan
this is
says
a sign.
you keep doing it. Yoshi says lead by example.
Yeah,
That's
no. See,
true.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Okay, okay.
Because like there is a part where I did do it. Like I'm like, okay, these guys aren't gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it, and they'll just do it. So like I think I'm starting to like not remember what the order was, but I think it was an MC afterwards where they start introducing themselves. They went by it was first Hillary,
Hmm.
then it was Mutotomu, then it was Kojima Haruna, then it was Oshima Ryoka, Yotate Saho, and then Ozarena.
Hmm.
Um, Hillary was, if you've ever seen the Hillary do her introduction in DC, it was more or less the same thing. It's like, "Hi, I'm Hillary. Like,
Yeah.
nice to meet you" in English, but like she didn't really expand too much on it, except for
Yeah.
like the fact she was from Arizona.
Yeah, it's the reason why I can speak English is because it's just like, okay, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, and then Muto Tomu didn't really say much. He's like, "Hi, I'm Muto Tomu. I'm Tomu Muto."
I'm Tom Muto.
And then Kojima Haruna's up. She hyped up the crowd. He's like, "You say, I say AKB. You say 48 AKB, and like 48." And she did that like 3 times. Yeah, which
That Haruna Kojima.
Yeah, which yeah, Yoshi points out is like the Ton Washington during DC. I'm like, wow, this is like the exact same thing. Then it was Oshima Yoko's turn. Hold on, am I missing someone? Okay, it was Hillary, Mutotomu, Kojima, Haruna, Oshima Yoka. Okay, so yeah, I'm not missing out. So it was Oshima Ryoka next. It was a pretty standard. It's like, hey, I am Ryoka Oshima. Nice to meet you.
Hmm.
And that was it. And then it was Saho's turn.
Oh
It was
yeah.
basically the moment I was waiting for the entire the entire time.
uh,
And yeah, I started. Some people started screaming Saho, but I'm pretty sure I screamed Saho the loudest. And she did the hi thing,
uh-huh.
and I just started like going crazy. I'm like, oh my god, because that's just what I wanted to hear the entire time.
Right. just just
And then
just
she's
say it,
like,
Saho, just say it. Oh my god.
and then she's like, I'm Saho Iwatate. Nice to meet you. Oh
Nice.
no, she did no, she did
No?
her n- before that. She does her regular introductions. It's like hey, I want to hear everyone's voice. Repeat after me, Yahoo, and then everyone says Saho.
Mm,
And then at the end, I
nice.
tried to be that one guy who just like yells Saho.
Like just out of the blue.
Yeah, so like if you've ever watched Saho's introductions,
Yeah, yeah.
she
There's
has like
compilations of it.
yeah, it's this combination like there's variations of it. There's parts where say like Hayai is like when you say it like say her name before she does her introduction,
Yeah, yeah.
or she'll say Osoi, which is like after introduction. So I was trying to
Hmm.
aim for that
Oh,
by
you
just
wanted to get Osoi from her?
yeah, but I didn't get it. But
Oh.
that's okay. And then
That's cool. And then you got Nozawa Runa.
it was Nozawa in that, which I felt I don't know like she spoke English as well, but
Uh-huh.
I guess it's because I haven't seen her speak or just hasn't haven't seen her live before.
Yeah.
She's like the reasons like, hey, English is my first language, so that's why I can speak like that's why I can speak English. Like
Hmm.
I'm
And then you're
really
just like you're all like bored. Like, okay.
well, and then she said like, yeah, this is my first time in New York City, so I start screaming like, welcome to New York City.
Nice.
And then for Hillary was hey, I'm glad to be back in America, so I was like, welcome home.
Nice.
Like welcome back to the US.
Cool.
And then they do a little bit of a PR like, hey, there's some like performers doing this thing at a place. You should go check it out. And I'm
What?
pretty sure everyone was yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone was just like, what? Okay. And they kind of I felt like they kind of like brushed it off. I don't even remember who it was.
Oh,
They were trying to pimp
okay.
out.
I didn't even know they would even try to. I mean, if it's like not AKB related, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to remember song order. Surprisingly,
So they opened with heavy rotation and went to MC, right?
yeah. Uh, they did Aitakata next.
Yeah, I was thinking Aitakata was next, just based on my whatever memory I had of the live tweets.
So they did Aitakata next. I mean it was like Aitakata. You do the
It's
things you do.
Aitakata, yeah.
Yeah, at Aitakata, and then
Should I
it
just
was
open the
over.
video? Should I just watch it right now?
And then it was Ogoe Diamond. That was a song.
Did they do Ogoy Diamond in English?
No, they didn't.
Oh, thank God.
Which is
Lucky
funny because
you.
like someone was like assuring me that they're gonna do it in English. I was like, oh, okay, cool, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always like, because Ogoy Diamond is such a good song, but it's like, I don't want to hear it in like the whatever English hybrid that they put, or the
Uh-huh.
English translation that they put it into. So,
So yeah, like Ogoe Diamond comes on. If you watch the video that I took of the
mhm.
event, that's when I started like, all right, these guys aren't gonna do the mix, so I'm gonna do it. So I
Mhm.
do it. So I'm like, ah, yes, and then
Oh
everyone
God.
starts. everyone starts like following after me, so which was a
Yeah,
success.
that's the good thing. Like if you that's what I noticed about any like idol event, foreign or domestic, is that there's always someone that has to start it, you know? And you never know when that day comes when you are that guy that has to start it.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I guess you have to start it. Like, okay. And I
That's
was like,
cool though. That's really cool.
yeah, unfortunately I didn't you didn't get to do the second part
Oh.
where you do the English versions of the mix
Mm-hmm.
because I think because all the songs were short versions.
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, actually, that kind of sucks. But that's kind of what I would have expected, just because they're all like, we're just here for this long. Yeah, if they do like 5 songs,
Yeah.
that's gonna be like, mm, not gonna be able to fit an entire, not gonna fit them in full length or anything like that. So,
Right. And okay, so I think after that I don't know if I'm missing one song, but I know that okay, so like I don't know if there was another song after that, but they went to MC again. And then it was
hmm
more like again, it's more like DC where like they could they can respond back in Japanese and they had an interviewer with them.
uh-huh.
And so like they just talk about they just answer the main MC for the entire event. Like they answered her questions, which were like like how do you like New York City? What do you think about the crowd? I remember like Kojima Haruna was like the last time AKB came to New York City was in 2009, and
hmm
we weren't that well known at the time, but so I was kind of nervous how it would be that day or on Japan Day,
hmm
and it turns out like it was pretty good, and I'm glad to have performed in New York City, something like that.
Nice.
I don't I don't remember if anyone else answered. I know Hillary I know Hillary responded in English. She's like, "Hey," MC was like, "Hey, what do you think about New York City?" He's like, "I think everyone's amazing."
What? Nice.
And then they lead into Sakura no Hanabira Tachi,
Okay.
and then I think that was the ending song. Like it was
I thought KFC was the last song.
you are right. That's the song I was forgetting.
God, Kenneth.
Okay, it's okay. So yeah, it was Sakura no Hanabira Tachi, and then they did KFC, which was funny because at KFC I really wanted to do a dance with them, but
Uh-huh.
literally everyone had their camera out, including
Oh,
me, to
yeah.
like take video.
Of course you did. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like I wanted to take pictures to like show to everyone, but
Uh-huh.
there was no way for me to take pictures, watch, and or dance at the same time.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, I'm going to just opt for video,
Mm-hmm.
and then at least I'll have a video of it, and maybe I'll just take screenshots later of it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the guy who's holding that camera in front of you.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty sweet camera. Like all he's doing is recording everyone. Like that's always one of the tough parts about going to these events and covering them is that like I think, at at the you know at the heart of it for a lot of us, we're still fans. So you have to like do that separation of like, am I gonna be a professional now or am I gonna be a fan now? I'm gonna be like an actual person who like kind of looks like they work here, or I'm gonna be a disgusting Woda. So I don't know,
Right, yeah, I
but
was like it was pretty difficult for me to like to decide what to
yeah,
do. So I
right.
decided to at least take a video, which is that compromise.
hmm Oh man, Rena Nozawa just talking like a normal English speaking girl.
Dude,
I just got to that part.
dude, out of the 6 of them, pretty sure Nozawa Reina was the finest looking of them.
Really?
Yeah, even
Wow.
better than Kojima Haruna. Suck it.
Shut up, missing. Come on.
She gets bonus points because she had a straight long black hair.
Oh, yeah, like I just heard Hillary like pimp out some group that does drums or whatever, but
Yeah,
yeah, maybe she has a connection to them or something.
I don't know. They were probably just like, hey, just make sure to pimp out these like drummers
Yeah, sure,
at
you
some
know.
some at some place.
Yeah. Like, okay.
All right, and then so the event ends,
Mm-hmm.
and all the performers start coming together for like a press picture, and they
Mm-hmm.
have a huge sign which says like Japan Day. And then as soon as the performers start like slowly coming on stage for a picture, people start calling names of the members. And this is where the highlight of my the entire event happens. Like people
Okay.
start just calling people's like members' names,
Uh-huh.
and I scream Saho as loud as I can.
Oh man.
And she's on stage left, and I'm on
Uh-huh.
stage right. As soon as I say scream Saho, she starts looking towards my direction and looks for me. She looks for like the person that said that. So I'm like, Saho over here. And she waves at me. I'm like, oh my god, Saho just looked at me.
Nice.
She's
You
like
got starstruck from that?
she like yeah, well, I guess, but I was more starstruck at the fact that she like looked for me
Mm-hmm.
other than just like, oh, it's some like random person in the crowd screaming my name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was just like, who said that? Oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
you. Hey. And I'm just like, oh shit.
So are you now a Saho Oshi?
I don't I don't know.
You don't
I
do the
don't
Oshi thing
know.
because you're
I
forever dirty.
what? Nah.
Like
It was
you're
so
one of the
weird.
first people. You're one of the first people like I talked to or met that like just really was just like yeah I don't like Tomachin maybe was your Oshi, right?
Yeah, she was Kamiyoshi, and then
And
second
then
was
like
Kasai Tomomi.
oh really it was Kasai, and then didn't you have this like bout of like didn't you have this like small period of time with like Iriyama Anna?
Yeah, and I still like Kato Reina. And
Oh yeah, Katsura.
what was the funny that was what I found funny was Hillary was there. I
Uh-huh.
consider her my like Yonoshi or my like my
Oh God.
fourth Oshi, but I kept screaming Saho the entire time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, the thing is Hillary's really really fun to support in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's gonna help a lot that like, she's American and it's just like, oh yeah, she can speak English and stuff. It's so, it's easy to communicate with her and stuff like that. But she's never been like truly ranked for me or anything like that, you know? And it's I mean, it's half heartbreaking, but it's also just like I guess it's out of convenience, that like if she comes here, it's, quote unquote home turf. You want to give her a good welcome and stuff like that. And she's one of the less popular members that I know. Even though like now she's got great handshake event lines and stuff like that. But yeah, so you chose Saho out of the
Yeah, like,
six.
I chose to support her at that particular event because
Mm-hmm.
that was the like one of the things I was just looking forward to the entire time ever since they
Saho?
yeah just like just her introduction because
Cause
like
yeah, cause you like. I mean, yeah, Saho brings the hype with that intro, but also you like Saho in general, right?
yeah I like Saho I like most members generally
Okay.
but yeah I don't Ocean I don't do that.
You don't Shan because you don't even have an Oshi. It's fine. It's freaking dirty Wonin.
Oh
All
yeah, so
right, so what were you gonna say?
okay, so I guess that the highlight of my day happens,
Mm-hmm.
and then people take pictures. The event ends, so the performers all leave. They exit stage left,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone just disperses normally. And the part that sucks is that I didn't get to meet as many fans as I wanted to. I had a lot of plans to do other stuff afterwards, like just meet
Mm-hmm.
other fans. Otoge afterwards, which I didn't get to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right afterwards, I was like, "Hey, Maki, let's just do a practice run," because like I really believe that we were going to like go to Central Park and just do Otoge like
Mm-hmm.
later in the day. But since we stood there 3 hours prior, we were just really tired, hungry, thirsty.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It was what was worse is that Maki and I didn't eat or anything.
Yeah, when you mentioned that you got there and then like, you kind of like did something and then you went to go stand there, I was like, yeah, that means you didn't eat. Because the same shit happened at DC where like Tron, Boy and I had terrible breakfast in our Best Western hotel or Days Inn or whatever, and then we take the shuttle over and take the train in, and we're just like, well, just gotta go line up now like a disgusting Woda.
Yeah.
And we didn't eat until dinner time, and there was two goddamn concerts, and both times we were pretty freaking hype. Like Yoshi and I were screaming at the top of our lungs during those concerts. And after that, it was like, oh god, I think I'm gonna die because I don't have any energy.
Yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you can tell like my sexy like low voice.
Your
Like
your sexy low voice, Kenneth.
voice is going out because of screaming Saho too much.
Yeah, I can kind of hear like you either. It sounds like you either have a cold or like a mild one. I actually expected it to be worse if you were screaming at the top of your lungs during this event. So not too bad, not too
Yeah,
bad at
it
all.
wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I met up with some people. Met up with Jeff from Nihongo Go, Del, Desla, some other local NYC fans. I didn't really hang out with the people who stood right next to me. They were because like no, they kind of just had to leave because they were leaving on the same day.
Uh-huh.
They were
Yeah, that
going back.
happens a lot too.
They were going back to wherever the same day.
Hmm.
There was another dude I met on Google Plus named Steve. Um, I didn't get to hang out with him, but it was nice seeing him though.
Misconnections. If you are Steve, please contact us. Did you tell him to follow our Twitter?
It did.
Did he have a Twitter?
Yeah, he did have a Twitter. So
Okay,
like
because
one
that was
thing,
that was one thing. Yeah,
so
explain
like
it.
so like it was also my job to promote. I brought it upon myself to promote NSK,
Yeah, I was about to
which
say
is
I wasn't
why.
I wasn't gonna make that your job, but I'm really glad that you're really proactive in this whole experience.
Yeah, so like if you see the pictures, I got it the armband. It's over there. I'm not gonna get it. I had the armband on. I tried to give. I got theater CDs
Mm-hmm.
from SoCal. Someone donated their theater edition CDs, so I
Mm-hmm.
started giving that out. And as free advertising, I gave out free CDs, and with all like the bundle of CDs I gave out, I gave our business card. I'm gonna be
Right.
like, I'd be like, hey, check us out at newschoolkaido.com. Follow
Mm-hmm.
our Twitter, which where the problem arises, because like some people were like, oh, I don't really use Twitter, but I'm on Tumblr, or they're like, oh, I don't have Twitter, I use Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
You said at least half of them had Twitter, though, right?
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
Steve had Twitter, and it was like, okay, well, yeah, yeah, definitely follow us on Twitter. So like that made me think like, okay, we have to be more proactive on other social media sites
Mm-hmm.
for bigger outreach because like that was a little bit eye opening that like this people didn't use Twitter that much.
Are you what? There are like if you meet a lot of like real life people, like I am very certain most of them don't use Twitter.
Yeah,
Like
like
it's
well,
it's insane because a lot of my friends don't use Twitter. Like in my real life friends, like they don't know they have no idea what it's used for.
right,
And
well,
I'm
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
whoa.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Hmm.
I wasn't expecting like everyone to not have Twitter. So I just thought, well, I guess I thought everyone used Twitter.
Yeah.
So
It's
whatever.
I agree. It's eye opening. But yeah, it's like yeah, it's not the internet isn't the entirety of the world, unfortunately. Or fortunately. So,
Yeah, so like yeah, I hand out CDs. I still have a stack of CDs behind me. You can't see it, and I'm gonna get more because like someone bought like 60 copies of
are you serious?
yeah, someone bought like 60 or 70 copies of Bokitachi wa Tatsukawa Nai.
Oh, cuz they got a vote, right?
I'm not sure if he's also. Yeah, I think it's for voting. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it was also for handshake tickets.
Is it Carrie?
It's not Carrie. No, he's in New York City.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah,
uh,
just like he asked me like later on. He's like, hey, should I still give you CDs? Like, yeah, just give me all 60 of them. Just,
damn, son.
just give me all your CDs.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Because I bought a huge brown duffel bag just for carrying around CDs.
Hey, give me one of those when you come to Cali.
The
When you come
duffel
to
bag?
California. No, no, the one of the Boku Tachio
Oh,
Tatakones.
okay.
I don't want your duffel bag of CDs. I just want a CD. Uh,
Right, and I still have to give you an armband.
yeah.
So after,
Are you gonna just bring that over during the summer? Or are you gonna ship it to me?
I'll think about it. We'll work it out.
I can wait. I mean, the next time we're gonna meet up for sure though is like, well, not almost for sure is J-Pop Summit, right?
Yeah.
So that's actually not too far away. I didn't realize like everything's coming up pretty fast. I'm really surprised at how fast this year has like passed us by already. So kind of interesting.
Yeah, so after that, people start like, okay, so I meet up with like a bunch of Canadians. I'm sorry, I wanted to like name all of them, but that was one of the things I learned. Like, if I meet someone, I should just write their name down. So in
Hmm.
case I do a podcast like this, I could give them a shout out. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things I'm going to keep in mind next time. So sorry guys, but you'll just be known as
Sorry,
Canadians,
guys.
the
You guys are the
Canadians.
Canadians. Did you? I know that there is one girl that's Canadian who I follow on Twitter. I think she's Silly Things or
Yes,
whatever.
she was with us.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So
She was
she was part of that. She was part of that Canadian only table, right?
yes.
Because I remember
Oh,
Naruse tweeted about that. He was just like, "Oh, look at these nationalists." That's freaking
so
funny.
so yeah, we go out. We were like all pissed tired, so we
Hmm.
went to like the nearest place possible, like where the Starbucks was, and we just bought drinks and just like sat down for like maybe 30 minutes. Then Jeff and a few people had to leave because they were just too tired, or they
Hmm.
had to leave for Mother's Day.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta have Mother's Day dinner or something
Yeah,
after all that.
so I was like, yeah, whatever, that makes sense because it's Mother's Day.
Hmm.
So after a while, after like sitting and just like talking a little bit, I decided to go eat somewhere, and which is terrible because I don't remember the name of the place. Because we were supposed to go to this place called Sushiya,
Hmm.
but it was apparently
You didn't go. You guys didn't go to McDonald's, did you?
no, we didn't.
I'm just
So we,
reminded of the last time I was in New York, and I was just like, "Oh, let's just go to McDonald's." Okay.
and we did go to McDonald's.
Yeah, I know. It was shitty. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like McDonald's, but it's just like I'm in New York City. I'm eating McDonald's, you know?
So yeah, so we found another Japanese place where we're all able to eat. It was sort of like a izakaya sort of place because they had ramen and just like a variety of like Japanese uh soul foods, I guess.
Hmm.
So I had ramen with like Ichigo beer.
Hmm.
I talked with Narusimaki and one more person who I didn't get the name of. So so and I'm not really sure if she was from Canada or within the area.
I guess that's one thing. Well, I mean, you know, I don't fault you for anything, obviously. But yeah, it's like that's just one of those things when it comes to like meeting a bunch of people. Is like, um, getting to like remember people's names like at like
Yeah,
parties and social events and
it
stuff
was
like that.
terrible because like they tell me their name and then like the next
You
five
forget it
minutes,
like right
yeah,
away. You're just, excuse me, you?
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel I'm gonna remember it for next time. But yeah, we kind of ate. We talked a little bit more.
Hmm.
We ate ramen, and then after that, Maki had to leave, so it was just me and Aruse, and the Canadians. And we went to karaoke. We went to Duet 53.
Okay.
We were only able to like stay there for an hour because I told them I had to catch the bus at some point.
Hmm.
So we sang karaoke. Uh, I sang a couple songs, and Arase sang a couple songs. One of their Canadian friends didn't. It was strange because one of the Canadians that was there,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't really know any Japanese. He didn't know AKB songs at all.
Uh-huh.
So we're just like, wait, why are you here? And
True.
but
Why
he
was
said,
he here?
I don't
Why
know.
was he there?
I didn't really ask him that much. I didn't ask him
Okay.
anything. But he's just like, yeah, I don't know AKB songs at all. He's
Just
like, wait,
hanging out.
what?
Hey, that happens. I mean,
But
you
yeah,
know,
that was cool. I guess he
sometimes
came.
you just want to hang out.
Yeah, he came to see AKB, so that was great. I guess
Mm-hmm.
he was pretty good at singing. I was pretty
Cool.
amazed at that. So karaoke ends,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I had to go. So and then I went to this bus stop. Bus was late by like almost an hour.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's like, yeah, I took the time to like, make sure I was leaving at the right time, and that explains why you were like, Dave, I just got home. I'm just like, yeah, don't worry about it.
yeah.
That's
So
cool though.
I got like an hour late home,
Gotcha.
and then
I'm assuming you like went straight to bed. Actually, no,
yeah,
you were still up.
I was still up because I wanted to get those videos up.
Mm-hmm.
So I uploaded them in Google Drive. I sent them to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then took a shower, did whatever I had to do, and I was tired, and I'm still tired. Like it took like just the entire experience took a toll on my body. I guess
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
absolutely.
feeling sluggish on the entire day.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what happens when, you go through a whole day of just, you know, high tension, excitement and all that stuff, and you don't eat regularly, especially. So,
Yeah.
but good
So
to know that you're recovered now, right? You're
yeah, more or
you're feeling
less.
better at least, right? Yeah.
Yeah, more
I'm
or
feeling
less.
better too because I was afraid that, yesterday I was no sleep. I'm gonna chug this Starbucks bottle, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hope for the best, and I'm okay right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But well, that's cool. So I mean, AKB48 at Japan Day at Central Park 2015. Success? Yes, no?
So I think overall, the way I would put it is that it was fun for what it was worth
Mm-hmm.
because on one hand it was realistically it was 20 minutes. It did
Mm-hmm.
not have the feeling of a
Yeah, it
real
was pretty
concert.
short. I just watched the whole thing right now.
Like it just was not a full concert. It was 20 minutes and then they kind of like left.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, but on the other hand, it was fun seeing them live. Like it's not every day that someone not in Japan gets to see them
Yeah.
not in Japan.
Yeah, they're your idols. And then also like you got free reign over like all the pictures you could take of them while they're on stage.
Yeah, and then just like acting like an idiot in the audience
Mm-hmm.
was fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So there were pros. There were definitely pros and cons. I think everyone
Mm-hmm.
else would probably say the same thing. Like, yeah, it was kind of I had fun, but it was kind of short at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can only hope that they would come again to do like a proper full concert.
Yeah. I just heard you yell Saho, by the way. Freaking hilarious. But yeah, no, like well, I guess my take on it is that AKB48 doesn't have like the audience here for like for their own like let's just go to a concert like or let's just hold a concert there. Like say so the best example I can come up with right now is Baby Metal, right? Because
Yeah.
Baby Metal became like an international phenomenon. Therefore, they can sell out venues here and there. Like there's still like they're still a niche. They're kind of like this, ooh, like that's like an interesting, unique thing, right? But they can fill out whole venues just for the musical event. I at the moment, I don't know. I just don't feel like AKB has that appeal. So that's
Hmm.
why when they do come, I mean, if we're gonna look at their track record anyway, they've only come attached to events.
Right.
DC, Kind of the special situation though, because free tickets. Um, so it was like really easy to get them. And people were definitely gonna go, and then like you could double up on the tickets. Most of us saw both shows. I remember a guy walking past the line. He was like, "Oh, it's like the same people in line again." Um, sure, it was part of the whole like cherry blossom festival, but there wasn't really much. I don't think there was very much else going on, in that area for any sort of like Japan America celebration, right? So
Yeah,
that was a special case. Again, free and just that sweet 2 to 3 week like heads up. Just go book a flight right now, man. But
right. Well, I mean,
but yeah.
Morning Musume had their concert last year, so I'm like,
Hmm.
well, why can't AKB do it? So I guess the best I could do is be hopeful
Yeah,
for
yeah,
when that
definitely,
happens.
definitely. No, it's because we have a lot of no, I was gonna say we have yeah, no, I don't know. I would wanna, yeah, I would wanna see them perform here just on their own, obviously. The problem is that who are you gonna get, and then that always like kind of doesn't sit very pretty with a lot of people, because then they're just like, oh no, no Mayu, then no deal at all,
Okay.
you know.
Because like
But who knows?
I'm just like, yeah, just send whoever. I'm gonna go. I'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 exactly.
So
I mean,
like,
I enjoy seeing them, so I would want to go see them, but that's not the case with everyone.
if you're listening to this, you're that kind of person. Just go. Just go
What?
to that concert.
They're not gonna listen to you. But I freaking you know what really made me happy was the fact that like Milan really enjoyed himself
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because the funny thing about Milan to me is that the so he makes these claims about just kind of like how he approaches his fandom, right? And they're
Uh-huh.
totally legitimate. I mean, I get it. It's actually really fascinating following AKB48 from like a almost a purely business standpoint and
Uh-huh.
like being just enjoying the spectacle of it, right? Because
Uh-huh.
it is absolutely ridiculous. It's like 300, 400 member roster, just split into regional groups, split into different teams, split into different like units and stuff like that. Um, but he's never seen them, before, and like I always feel like you can't truly make, you know, like a what do you call it? It's like an assumption to say,
Assumption.
oh, like I wouldn't enjoy this aspect of whatever they do, or this aspect of whatever they do. But like if you have the chance to see them live, I mean that's the best time to go and like find out if that's your thing. And he was flipping out the entire time. He was just like, "Oh my god, that was like amazing," and he was just like, "That was like hands down the best performance there. It was the greatest stuff." Like he like ate it all up. Even though he's, I met him and I was like, you know, I know. I just saw a part in the video where you're like, guys, Sal looked at me. Ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I mean, like Milan's like this, like, quiet and calculated guy, just sitting in his armchair, like doing his idle manager typings and whatever. But the fact that he got to go see them live and just experience it was a really good thing. I honestly like seeing when people either experience idols for the first time or just like come to enjoy something because of a live performance. So I mean, I'm sure he had a similar experience at Morning Musume, but considering AKB has been like his favorite thing for the past couple of years or whatever, I'm really glad he was able to see them.
Yeah, it was I don't know. I guess he seems the kind of guy just like he will talk like stuff, but then when it happens, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go dirty auto mode
Hmm. Yeah,
at
yeah. I mean,
at a live
shed the
event.
clothes, Milan. It's time to become Filthy Woda. That's funny. Yoshi's like, Yoshi's like, you stole his style.
Or I don't
Cause
know.
he always goes to these events or whatever in like a suit. See, that's the thing though. You weren't in a suit. Granted, it was hot as hell, right?
Yeah, it was hot. Like I
Yeah.
could feel like sweat constantly, like all over my body. It was pretty
Yeah.
disgusting, but
But
it wasn't bad as I thought it would be. Just like even though it was hot, but it wasn't unbearably hot that like I wanted to like
hmm
just take off my clothes.
hmm
So that was cool, I guess.
You, you could have been that guy, like at the teammate performance,
No,
where you just
no,
start you take your shirt off and get carried away by people. It'd be fantastic.
yeah, and I don't know. I just wanted to look nice at least, I guess,
Yeah,
for
that no,
the
that's the thing. That's one thing I've been like pretty proud of us for. Like we tend to keep it executive, so we at least we don't look like complete. Like, I'm like we're amateurs, but at least we don't look like complete amateurs, right? I like how Yoshi's really active in chat right now too. It's just because he
it's
hasn't been
not
doing anything lately, so.
and it's not time for him like to sleep, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. That's true. I mean, dude, it's like 11:21. He should be in bed by now. But anyway, any last comments or anything you want to say
Okay, so
about
I think
AKB48 in Japan or in NYC?
well, not I guess not about AKB, but like I guess what I
Okay.
learned just to learn about like live reporting was that I have to really learn my tools
hmm
because I wasn't used to like switching back to my phone and back to my GoPro because
hmm
like it took some time because it's like if you like the difference between using a machine gun and then using like the rifles from like the 1700s like
What the like muskets?
yeah muskets.
Why? I mean, muskets are the things you have to fill with powder, and then you
Exactly.
put
No,
the.
exactly, because it took time. Because it took time to like I had to bring it to Wi-Fi and then take it out of Wi-Fi, as opposed to if I had data the entire time. But I didn't experiment with that beforehand. Or I
Mm.
could have just used my phone, but I felt like I had to use my GoPro the entire time.
Actually, you know what? You know what, Kenneth? That's actually really that just like that just struck really true to me because I just I don't know what I'm saying. I just thought about how like my manager at TohoCon kind of handles what we do because we're like on-site social media. Like we're supposed to be going around, you know, promoting stuff and hyping stuff up, right? And so we're getting a lot of like at con training where we have to be able to adapt to the situations and stuff like that. And you actually really reminded me of like his training regimen where it's kind of like I'd rather, he would rather have us go out there and do it and experience what it's like so that when we actually hold our convention, we know what to do. And so that's actually, yeah, you're right. Like, if you buy a new piece of technology, you have to learn how to use it before you can use it competently at um, you know, whatever you're gonna use it for. Like for example, I'm in a really bad spot because I just bought a new camera that's gonna get to me later this week, and
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use it for Scandal, which is like in 2 weeks. What?
Yeah.
But
Huh?
yeah, like I mean, I've been told that uh like when you buy a new camera, you know, you take like 6 months to learn it, right? Like
Yeah.
when I bought my camera in November of 2013, I was told that's going to be your Japan trip camera, like, a year or two in advance. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." So,
Yeah, so also I guess the next part is making sure you use it correctly or know like the limitations of it because GoPros take a wide angle of video,
mhm.
and I had that on the entire time. So if you looked at the video I took, you can see the entire like the stage and the members performing in some of the front row of the front row of the audience, which is kind of cool, but I'm pretty sure you would have like you would want a video where it's more focused on the members.
Mhm.
So in the video that I took, um, they kind of look they appear like really small.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can't really tell like what they're doing or like what facial expressions they have
Yeah, GoPro is
at,
much more of a
at a certain point. So it was wrong of
like a
me.
crowd shot type of
Yeah,
camera.
so it was wrong of me to assume that it would be good as like a kind of a general purpose camera.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
So
You
like,
gotta get that telephoto, so then you can be like zoom, even though you're in the front row and just. But yeah, I mean, you know that's good though. You live and you learn, and then you get better. So get good, son. Also make more money so that you can buy more cameras.
second thing is write people's names down. So in
No,
case
don't
of
write them
like,
down because you'll forget them. Well, okay, yeah, write them down. Sure, put them in your address book or something. But whatever works. I always hear like you have to be obnoxious about it. You have to be like a parrot where you meet someone and then all you do for the next 5 minutes is say their name and then a question, say their name and then like a sentence or something. It's but at least it gets the point through so that you like finally internalize that this person has this name. I mean,
right.
I'm no expert at it, but we'll see.
I'm not sure if there was a third thing I want to mention. Whatever, it's fine. Uh, so second thing I learned was that I also assumed that we as NSK couldn't get press passes.
Should we really talk about them? No, I'm just kidding.
So
Transparency.
there was it seemed like there was a good opportunity to be press passes.
We talked about it briefly. I mean, di we did, right?
Well, we kind
Your
of
silence is making me uneasy now.
well no we agreed that it was not possible.
We agreed that it wasn't possible?
Yeah.
What? What? Okay. Continue.
So yeah, so basically, just be pretty aggressive on just more press stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I know a few of you guys like want to do the whole event thing more, and that's good. It's just we need people covering them. Um, and we also need people back at home base like taking care of stuff for the site. But I mean, it's no easy matter, so to speak. But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited because like we kind of tried it last year where you know we wanted to go to like a lot of things and then make our presence known and stuff like that. But again, we're still learning. We're amateurs. We just try not to look like it. So
And I think I forgot the third thing I want to mention, so I'll just leave it at that, I guess.
you forgot what you mentioned, so you just leave it out. Is that what you said?
No, I said I would say three things, but I forgot the third thing already.
Okay. Well, all right, fine then. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that you know you had a good time. That everyone over there that did go had a good time, and it was neat. And we learned a lot of new things. You know, like yeah, learn your tools, learn how to use them, prepare yourself for later. Have the appropriate tools. I mean, I actually really like the fact that you had the GoPro. Again, it made the experience like the pictures themselves look really nice in the sense that they give you um, they show you the scale of what's going on. The whole like I mean you're using a selfie stick, right? That was like an
Yeah,
excellent use of the selfie stick, being able to take pictures of you and like friends that are around you and stuff like that. That was way cool.
yeah, it was cool to notice. Like I took a picture of the crowd, and then like people people started like retweeting. Like that was one of the comments I left on Twitter that got one of the like biggest retweets after I joked around saying like, "Hey guys, make sure you say the mix correctly. It's not tiger fire fire fire
Hmm.
fire."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, like hopping onto like the hype of a live event is a really good way to generate interest. So it's definitely worth making our presence known and stuff like that.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
That's it? Okay, well, thank you very much, Kenneth, for going out there, for taking video, for cheering on AKB48, and for promoting NSK as usual. You are my You're my favorite former research student because Chase is a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. That's really mean. Where is Chase anyway? What is he doing? He's probably playing League. But yeah, no, thank you so much for taking the time to go out this
Yeah, sure.
weekend and for coming here to talk about it here on the internet at newschoolkaidan.com. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, our Twitter links will be in the show notes, quote unquote, right? On the post or whatever. We're at newschoolkaidan. Kenneth, you are at missing
Missing
number
no
15, missing
missing
no
no
15.
15. No as
I
in N015.
No, but isn't. Oh wait, you're N. Wait, are you NO or N0 on Twitter?
On Twitter it's NO15.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I was just like, you just spelled it wrong this entire time. I'm gonna get so mad at you. But yeah, and then I'm at the Dave, and we have a regular pod. I didn't do my stomach just like was like. We have a regular podcast on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is basically midnight Eastern Time. So check us out then. Thanks again, guys, for listening. Thank you, live viewers in chat, for being so lively today. And thank you again, Kenneth. Have a good night, everybody. See you next
Wait,
time.
wait. Before you say
What?
that, I will have announcements. Two announcements.
God damn it.
I will also pimp out the video I made earlier. I made it originally for Japan Day. It was the quick tutorial on how
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah.
do the otoge for the Fujimoto Miki's romantic Ukari model. So if you
Hmm.
want to like, yeah, if you ever wondered how to do that, just watch it. I'm sorry I couldn't do like a more in-depth version because it's I'm going to assume like no one knows how to do otoge either. It was more focused on how to do the chants because that didn't seem to be readily available. I mean, there was one video, but if there was one video, then that I guess that means everyone should know about it. So I guess having more material to like learn how to do it was I felt was better.
Hmm.
And then second is that I've been doing a project personally for the past 2 months for NSK that should
Hmm.
be out this week. I'm trying to push as hard as I can to bring out this week. So look
Don't push
forward to
yourself too
that.
much. But I do feel a little bad because like on the last week's podcast, I was like, yeah, it's coming out in the next few days, and then tomorrow is is the next podcast. So, but yeah, no. Kenneth and some associates have been working really hard on this project. Not me, obviously. Yeah, they've been working really hard on this project, and I'm really looking forward to it coming out.
Yeah, look forward to it.
So maintain that hype, please, but don't hold your breath.
Okay.
Was that okay? Was that it, Kenneth?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm
All
done.
right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Saho!